inaugurate the new firefighting apparatus. The truck is equipped with 1,500 gallons per minute water pump and specialized vehicle rescue equipment.
It is awesome to continue to get new apparatus and new equipment. That's due to the work and confidence that our elected officials have on us to continue protecting the city, and of course they're doing their part to protect our firefighters by providing them with the tools that they need.
The truck will serve the new fire station number 8 in Tres Lagos in North McAllen.
McAllen breaks ground on a 4th splash pad located at Curtis Park. The city is set to enhance community life with a new splash pad featuring over 700 square feet of water play fun, including the Aqualoom Soaker and Funbrella. This splash pad is the 4th in the city of McAllen, including the ones located at Zinnia Park, the McAllen Youth Baseball Complex, and Palmview Park. With a project cost of $239,513.24, contractor TF Harper is aiming for completion in 100 calendar days, just in time for spring break. Get ready for a wave of excitement at Curtis Park.
Just a friendly reminder, it's flu season. The city of McAllen offered its employees the flu vaccine at City Hall. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, it is recommended to receive the annual flu vaccination for everyone aged 6 months or older. The flu vaccine can lower your risk of getting the flu, having serious illness from the flu, being hospitalized, or dying from the flu.
Fiesta de Palmas was back at the McAllen Convention Center, and it was bigger and better than ever. With activities for all ages and celebrating the theme Dia de los Muertos, the entire Rio Grande Valley enjoyed a weekend of entertainment and cultural celebrations like never before. 3 full days of non-stop festivities took place on the beautiful grounds of the McAllen Convention Center. This year, organizers curated an extraordinary lineup of activities and entertainment that made this festival a must-attend event, featuring Beer Around the World presented by L&F Distributors, H-E-B Helping Here Pumpkin Patch, and musical acts on 4 different stages.
The city of McAllen once again hosted an international conference at the McAllen Convention Center. The city of McAllen held the 66th Annual International Festival and Events Association Convention, Expo, and Retreat at the McAllen Convention Center. Event planners and festival organizers from around the world came to McAllen for the 2nd year in a row for this event. McAllen festivals and events such as the McAllen Holiday Parade, the McAllen Public Library South Texas Book Festival, Quinta Mazatlan's Monarch Festival, and the McAllen Marathon participated with other event planners from around the world, including from other festivals such as Tournament of Roses, Kentucky Derby, National Cherry Blossom Festival and Parade, Sunfest from Jeonju, South Korea, and other world-renowned festivals. There were participants from as far away as Australia, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, South Africa, Taiwan, and Thailand. The McAllen Holiday Parade was once again named the best parade in the world in its budget category, and McAllen was once again named as the World Event City.
It's getting closer to the best parade in the world and Texas, the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by H-E-B and powered by Burt Ogden Auto Group. Stepping off from the McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium on December 2nd, the celebration announcements leading towards the big event keep on.
And now from McAllen City Hall, a meeting of the McAllen City Commission.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's City Commission meeting. We'll begin with a Pledge of Allegiance, followed by invocation by Commissioner Sebi Haddad.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today at the Commission meeting, we come before you with humble hearts and grateful spirits. We thank you for the privilege of living in this vibrant community. Grant wisdom and discernment to each member of this Commission as we deliberate and make decisions that impact the lives of our fellow residents. May our discussions be guided by a spirit of unity, cooperation, and a genuine desire to promote the well-being of all citizens. We pray for the residents of McAllen that they may be granted resilience, strength, and a sense of community as we face the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. May the decisions made in this meeting contribute to the greater good and the flourishing of our beloved city. In your name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. We have some presentations, 3 CMA NATOA and TATOA. That's a lot of A's.
Thank you, Mayor, Mr. Rodriguez, and Commissioners, and to all of the directors and everyone here. For the Office of Communications, we recently attended several conferences in the past several months where we submitted the work product that we do to promote the City of McAllen. And so here's just a brief recap of our accomplishments this year.
The City of McAllen Office of Communications was recognized by the National and State Associations for excellence in production throughout the year. In August, the City of McAllen Office of Communications received several national awards from 3CMA, the City County Communications and Marketing Association, when the nation's network of government communicators held its annual Savvy Awards. The Office of Communications staff won first place in the education and training for the Keep McAllen Beautiful tree planting tips. The city social media won third place in best use of social media for McAllen Fire Department offers Thanksgiving safety tips. And Quinta Mazatlan won second place for reoccurring events for the Monarch Fest 2023. In October, the City of McAllen Office of Communications received national awards from NATOA, the National Association of Telecommunication Officers and Advisors, which is a nationwide network of individuals, cities, towns and counties working in arenas of local government telecommunications.
For the City of McAllen Office of Communications, we are so proud of the accomplishments and the recognition we received here at NATOA with our 7 awards. We are competing against some amazing municipalities from across the nation, and to be recognized in that and against these municipalities with the work we do to promote the City of McAllen is so gratifying.
In November, TATOA, the Texas Association of Telecommunications Officers and Advisors, recognized the City of McAllen's Office of Communications for its production at the 27th Annual TATOA Conference in Dallas. The City of McAllen Office of Communications won 3 first-place awards, including for the Vigil for Uvalde Tragedy, McAllen News Update, and the McAllen Cable Network celebrates Halloween public service announcement. MCN also won a second place for the 2023 McAllen State of the City production, 2 third places, and 8 honorable mentions. In fact, the team swept the entire public affairs category, winning first, second, third, and honorable mention. At TATOA, MCN competes against Arlington, San Antonio, Irving, Dallas, and El Paso.
Most of what we're trying to award folks for is just telling great stories about their cities or their counties, their organizations, and that means the people that work for them.
The Office of Communications McAllen Cable Network continues to tell great stories about the City of McAllen's accomplishments, projects, programs, and employees.
Thank you. We're really proud of these awards, but we're really proud to be able to tell your story. So y'all keep doing a good job and we'll do ours. Thank you.
On the next item, Mayor, we're gonna wait until next month for the IFEA and TFEA awards.
Excellent. Then we have proclamations. Tuba Christmas, who has that one?
I do.
Go ahead, Tony. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
AJ? Huh? No. Oh, not today. Forgot. Come on down.
Pensé que ibas a agarrar un tuba.
Before they start, before they get here, I want you to know that I did play the trumpet at one time, okay? And JJ plays the tuba. He still plays the tuba. I mean, not the tuba, the trombone.
Trombone.
The trombone,
Sorry about
okay?
that.
Bass trombone specifically.
Bass trombone, okay? I don't think I have the lip anymore to play the trumpet, but he definitely still has the lip to play.
Oh, for sure.
The bass trombone. Let me give you a proclamation, and then we'll, you know, you're here to entertain us a little and entertain all those in TV land. What a beautiful day. State of Texas, the County of Hidalgo, and the City of McAllen. Whereas tuba Christmas concerts have become an annual holiday tradition in cities throughout the world, and whereas tuba Christmas concerts were initiated by renowned tubist Harvey G. Phillips in 1974, and whereas tuba Christmas honors all tuba and euphonium artists and teachers through the legendary William J. Bell, born on Christmas Day in 1902. Tuba Christmas gratefully honors all composers who have embraced those noble instruments with their compositions through American composer Alec Wilder, who died in Christmas Eve in 1980, and who contributed his arrangements of traditional Christmas carols to Tuba Christmas. And whereas the mayor, the city commission, would like to take this opportunity to thank Tuba Christmas coordinator Dr. Scott Reuter and members of the 2023 Rio Grande Valley Tuba Christmas Ensemble for bringing this wonderful annual holiday event to our great city and for sharing the Christmas spirit at the City Commission meeting here today and each year for a few years now. And now, therefore, I, Tony Aguirre, City Commissioner for the City of McAllen, by virtue of my authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim December 11th, 2023 as Tuba Christmas Day.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the Tuba Euphonium Studio at UTRGV, I want to express our gratitude for allowing us to use your facilities at the McAllen Convention Center. I know it's a massive event, and we could not do it without the help of you guys, which we greatly appreciate. It's a little hard to do it at UTRGV, going through all these motions to get this thing started. So we are really, really grateful to have this opportunity to use those facilities, and I hope out of your generosity, we keep on using those facilities for these coming years. I hope you guys enjoy the music that we're about to play for you guys. We're going to play Joy to the World, Feliz Navidad, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Very
much.
nice.
Wow.
Let me see if I had any talent. I play instruments. Okay, public hearings, item number one.
We have Christmas for
One
kids.
more
Oh, for this
proclamation.
one?
Christmas for kids?
Oh,
Yes.
Christmas for kids.
Yes.
I don't see the kids. Chief, you could have brought
The,
100 kids.
the holiday sounds.
They'll be there. They'll be there. It's actually one of my favorite events, and also my son Pepito's favorite events because he have helped me out the past 2 times on just giving those toys and really just seeing the smiles and the gratitude in the faces of those families and those kids is just unbelievable. So thank you, Chief, actually for everything that you guys do. City of McAllen proclamation, State of Texas, County of Hidalgo, City of McAllen. Whereas the McAllen Police Department will host this 22nd annual Christmas for Kids toy giveaway on Saturday, December 23rd of this year at the McAllen Public Safety Building and Municipal Park on Bicentennial Boulevard and Queens Street. Whereas the event will be kicked off by a parade of characters starting at Las Palmas Community Center on Queens Street, east of Bicentennial Boulevard, beginning at 8 a.m. with more than 20 entries. And whereas to the coordinating efforts of McAllen Police Department personnel, the continuing support of Doctors Hospital Renaissance, HEB, and other community partners that make Christmas for Kids possible with their kind donations, McAllen area children will have a Merry Christmas this year. Soccer balls, dolls, skateboards, and action figures are among the many toys that will be given to the children, along with fresh fruit, hot dogs, and of course the favorite, candies. And whereas with everyone's support and effort, Christmas for Kids will continue to successfully distribute more than 5,000 toys to the McAllen area children. Now thereof, I, Pepe Cabeza de Vaca, City Commissioner of the City of McAllen, Texas, by the virtue of the authority vested in me and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim December 11, 2023 as Christmas for Kids Day. Congratulations, Chief, and thank you for the
Mr. Mayor, members of the commission, and to everyone present, we will be hosting our 22nd annual Christmas for Kids program on the 23rd at Municipal Park, right across the street from McAllen Police Department building. McAllen cares. This is a huge, huge undertaking, but it's worth every smile that you see there that night. Some of the kids will start lining up Friday when they get out of school, and they'll camp out all night long, regardless of weather. And we've seen all kinds of weather and that they go through, and they don't mind it one bit. This is in many cases their Christmas, and it is a courtesy of the City of McAllen, but mostly through our donor community, principally HEB, Doctors Hospital, and many more that make it possible. We all come together to look out for our own, and we invite the public to join us one more time. Thousands of kids will be there, and they will have a happy Christmas thanks to the work that goes on here on behalf of the City of McAllen and on behalf of all the contributors that make it possible. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Public hearing, item one.
Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners. Tonight, under routine, we have 9 items.
5 rezonings, 4 conditional use permits. As always, they come with a favorable recommendation from Planning and Zoning Commission and received no opposition. They can be approved in one motion or discussed separately as desired. They are rezoned from R1 to C3 at 432 South 33rd Street, a rezoning from C3 to I1 at 1100 West Military Highway, a rezoning from R4 to R3T at 1301 South Taylor Road, a rezoning from C1 to C3L at 4400 Pecan, a rezoning from C4 to R1 at 4800 Town Lake Drive, a conditional use permit for 1 year for a vape store at 409 Business Highway 83, Suite A conditional use permit for 1 year for a vape store at 721 Dove Avenue, a conditional use permit for 1 year for a drive-in movie theater at 3116 Ash Avenue, and a conditional use permit for 1 year for an auto air conditioning service at 4502 South 23rd.
Do we have anybody here against any of these items?
Move to
Anybody?
approve.
Second.
Nobody here? There being a person a second?
Everybody, signify.
Man, I know. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion carries. Okay, I need a motion to amend the zoning ordinance of the city of McAllen.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. We have consent agenda, items A through I. Do we need to pull anything out? If not, do I hear a motion to approve items A through I?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item 3.
3A is award of contract for the purchase of 5 electric buses.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the commission. It's 5 diesel buses. They're not electric.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So the Transit Department is seeking
We are in
authorization.
Texas.
I'm sorry?
We are in Texas.
Yeah, I know. It's 3 35-foot buses and 2 40-foot buses in the amount of $2,958,184 from the state of Washington contract as permissible by FTA. It's within budget and 100% subsidized by the Federal Transit Administration grant and Texas Department of Transportation Development credits. And I will entertain any questions you may have.
Any questions?
Well, I think the public should know what buses cost these days, and we're getting 100% reimbursed for this $2.9 million.
584 roughly for a 35-foot bus and just over 600,000 for a 40-foot bus.
Yeah.
And we see potential increases in the future. So.
What about a potential increase in the usage? How are we doing?
Yeah, so we're very close to pre-COVID numbers. I think that the nation as a whole has struggled to get back to pre-COVID numbers. We've been fortunate enough that we're maybe like 15% short of pre-COVID numbers, and the numbers continue to climb. And then we've got some initiatives that we've got coming that I think will help push people more to public transit in the future.
With the addition of these buses, how large is our fleet now?
So the buses have a useful life of 12 years. So we have to maintain these buses in our fleet for 12 years, unless there's extenuating circumstances. But it's a 12-year bus. The ones that we're replacing should come to 12 years by the time that we get the buses. There's a 12 to 18-month lead time on these buses.
Okay.
And all these are, I assume, they have the ramps and the
Yeah,
access, right?
ADA accessible. In order for us to get federal subsidy, they have to be ADA accessible. They have a ramp. They have 2 wheelchair locations. 32 passengers on the 35-foot buses, and 5 additional passengers on the 5 to 7 additional passengers on the 40-foot. That's seating.
And we've got the smaller, I don't know if it's a bus, right? But we've got vans or something that pick up slightly off route for.
So we have different modes of transportation. The fixed route, these are fixed route buses. We have what we call cutaways. The shorter bus that has a lift, not a ramp, and those we use for our paratransit service. It's the curb to curb that picks up
They came up in a UTRGV walk audit with Housing Authority. Tony, myself, and Omar were there. But someone from the audience from a separate organization had made a comment. She complimented McAllen very well, said that McAllen by far is the standard in transportation, public transportation in the Rio Grande Valley. But one comment was made. I think that it was sometimes difficult for people needing that type of access.
The app.
Is it the paratransit?
The app also of training.
And
Robert
was there, so he might recall some of the notes that were made.
So one of the things that we also doing on that service, and the commission recently approved, partnering with Rideco, who does our micro transit.
Yes.
Rideco is going to have the ability to have all the system on an app, and so people will be able to request their trips via an app, and also no need to call in. They can do it, through their phones, and that way it's a little bit more accessible for them to schedule their trips.
Sounds good.
I think it's like anything else. We need to market it as best as possible, and be able to do it bilingually, and we need to promote it and the use of mass transit in our area, as we're trying to promote walking trails and biking, and also the use of mass transit in our locations. We can get you to where we can get you to where you can even go to other cities in the valley and north if through our mass transit.
Let's say if the commission's interested, maybe we can do a workshop or something, but we don't want to stray too much from the item.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item B.
Thank you.
B is award of contract for the purchase of fire department portable and mobile radios.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against?
Thank you.
Motion carries. Item C.
Award of contract for the Jackson Hike and Bike Trail Phase 2, construction from Main Street to Jackson.
Mayor and Commission, this item, the City of McAllen has received concurrence from the Texas Department of Transportation to award a contract to the lowest responsive bidder. The Federal Highway Administration, TxDOT, Rio Grande Valley Metropolitan Planning Organization funded $808,232. The City of McAllen and Edinburgh will contribute the remaining amount, as for whichever side is in McAllen will pay ours and Edinburgh will pay their share. We will defer completion of the traffic building to fund the Morris Hike and Bike Trail. The project will require a budget amendment as presented in item 2G. Staff recommends award of the contract to the lowest responsive bidder, Go Underground LLC of Harlingen, Texas, in the amount of $2,683,776.55, with a contract time not to exceed 286 calendar days. And we open it up for any questions.
Questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item D.
E is consideration and approval of change order number 3 and final for the Quince Avenue and 27th Street drainage.
Mayor and Commission, as Roy mentioned, this change order is 3 and final. It's for water infrastructure and pavement reconstruction required to complete the project. The amended scope results in an increase of $215,988 with 36 additional calendar days. McAllen Public Utilities will participate with $132,620 of the total change in contract amount. The items that are being changed is cement stabilization for flex base for storm and water line, and also an 8-inch water line gate valve. The project is funded by FEMA under the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program at a 75-25 match. The scope and modification requested is currently under review by FEMA for consideration of additional funds to cover the project overages. Staff recommends approval of the change order number 3 and final in the amount of $215,988 with 36 additional calendar days, and we open it up for any questions.
Questions?
Just have a question, maybe a comment. As it pertains to change orders in general, it seems like it's more of a regular occurrence than. Is there a way for us to bid out contracts like these with maybe a max change order limit?
So by state law, we already have a limit of 25%.
Okay.
We have to stay below that threshold. This project actually came pretty close. We had to negotiate and make sure that we kept this below that amount. We came in at about 24%. So we do have that. If it's something lower, we can discuss it, but we already have to try to meet that threshold.
Maybe for future discussion or something, but it's just seems like 24, getting close to 25% is just, it's a high amount, percentage, right, for any contract.
And so what I would say about this one is sometimes MPU will have requests, and that's been more normal. They'll see us opening up a road, they want to add something in. $132,000 of this comes out of a betterment for them.
If it's there's a change in scope and everything, but I understand what Commissioner Quintanilla says. We see it quite often.
Yes, sir.
So we can kind of see how we can limit it in a sense.
Now, I also noticed that, okay, we patched it up, drivable and all, but what is going to be the final look? Is it going to come back? Are we going to do another overlay or?
So we didn't add to do the whole road with this contractor. What we did is just a utility patch. What we'll be doing is coming back with Cutler when that contract comes through, and we're planning to do a full mat.
Okay, I think it's important for those residents that live it and drive it every single day. And also, we have our community center right there, right in front of it, that you have a lot of people coming in from the whole city to use the facilities, and especially there's a lot of senior citizens driving that area. So when do you believe that it's going to be in the Cutler lineup to do that?
I think it'll happen between April and May. If we can get that sooner and we can get that done at the beginning of the contract, I'll try to move those utility patches up. But that's kind of the estimation right now that we've been.
I think it's important to tell the senior citizen, because we are getting those calls and we're getting those concerns, but it's drivable now. It was a challenge for a few months there, and it was a very large drainage pipe. It will improve the whole area without a doubt. If you could bump it up to the front, it would be appreciated, because there is a lot of seniors that go to that area.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Commissioner.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item E.
This is change order number 2 for Dove Avenue Extension.
So this change order is a no cost, no days. The contractors requested material substitution for lime stabilization subgrade to geogrid reinforced subgrade. The engineering department reviewed the plans, and we agree that it's an equal or better substitution. The engineering and the city staff recommend approval of change order number 2 in the amount of $0 and 0 days.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
F is change order number 1 for the McAllen South Industrial Park project.
So I'll start off by saying that this change order will be covered by the developer. So change order number 1 consists of a deduct and additions of materials for the addition of wells, PVC line, RCP casing, and additional excavation for the irrigation line and detention areas. The change result is an increase of $87,315.41. As I said, the project overruns will be covered by the developer, the engineering department, the engineer of record, Steve Sporer, and the engineering department recommend approval of change order number 1 in the amount of $87,315.41. And we open it up for any questions.
Questions? Move to approve.
Second.
Calendar days, how are they coming on in terms of construction completion?
So we did have a material delay that we're looking at. We still need them to substantiate that. We've been working with the developer and the contractor for them to substantiate that. As soon as we do have that, we would bring it. If we don't, then we'll have to discuss other measures on how we would get that going. They would be behind probably 30 to 60 days right now.
Okay. We gotta stay close on that. I mean,
Yes,
it's
sir.
an important project.
Any other questions? Not, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item J.
G is consideration approval of an airline operating agreement with terminal building lease with Aerolitoral, known as Aeromexico Connect at McAllen International Airport.
Good evening, Mayor Commission. Staff recommends approval of the airline operating agreement with the terminal building lease with Aerolitoral, doing business as Aeromexico Connect at McAllen International Airport.
Questions?
Motion to approve.
Second, but a comment. Who wrote that contract?
Who wrote the contract?
Yeah.
The city and our consultants.
Well, that was a masterpiece. That's a large contract with a lot of ins and outs and what ifs and everything else legally, whatever. I know those are not legal terms, but there was quite an extensive contract there.
On page 3, McAllen was misspelled.
Ah, gee.
I'm just kidding.
That was Chat GPT's fault.
Any other questions, comments? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Thank you.
4A is a request of A1 Skyline Signs to consider a sign variance at 1713 West Expressway.
Yes, sir. So this property is located at the southeast corner of Bicentennial and the Expressway. It is Zone C3. The applicant is proposing to remove an existing freestanding sign and install a new one with 2 cabinets to advertise paint pre-owned and budget car rental. The budget sign is what triggers that off-premise. The proposed sign details are in your packet. They comply with the square footage maximums. Staff is recommending approval of the variance as it would lead to less clutter along the expressway, on the condition that no further signs be permitted on this property.
Questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Immigration, give us some good news.
Honorable Mayor, Commissioners, the immigrant drop-off numbers from CBP and ICE over the last 6 weeks have fluctuated somewhere between 200 and 320 per day. The numbers currently are on the rise. We've averaged over the last 6 weeks 273 per day. 2 weeks ago we were at 285, and then this last week we were at 322 per day average. Our COVID positivity rate is 4.7% for the 6-week period, but for the last 2 weeks I do not have a percentage. We are pending some data from Catholic Charities. I will let you know that Anzalduas Park currently has a population between 150 and 300. We have a capacity for 1,750 out there. Happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Questions? Thank you so much.
Do the best you can. Thank you.
Future agenda items. Anything else?
The end of the year.
Executive session items.
Mayor, with respect to item A, I recommend the City Commission consider a motion authorizing the city manager and city attorney to continue to negotiate reasonable and necessary agreements consistent with what was described in executive session.
Motion approved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Mayor, similarly with item 6B, I recommend the City Commission consider a motion authorizing city manager and city attorney to negotiate the matters related to the use of public facilities consistent with what was described in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
And Mayor, with respect to the negotiation with respect to item C, track 1, I recommend that you authorize the city manager and city attorney to negotiate the possible sale, lease or purchase of the real property consistent with the terms described in executive session.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
I abstain from C. 6C, right?
Yes, Commissioner, you did.
Is that it?
That's the last agenda item for the year, Mayor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last meeting of the year. On behalf of myself, City Commission, we want to wish you good, safe holidays, Merry Christmas. And I know I sound like I like a father, like a dad. I keep on saying, be careful out there. Be careful out there. If you're drinking, please don't drive. Get home safe. It's very important to all of us. Remember, the City of McAllen loves you guys. There being no further, anybody else? No?
Thank you very much.
There being no further business, this meeting is adjourned.
See you next year.
Regular City Commission meetings are held on the second and fourth Monday of each month. Meetings are rebroadcast on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on the McAllen Cable Network.
Oreo. Wow. Y nuestros amigos de Apodaca. Amazing. Thank you all very much for being here. What an event. Actually, I shouldn't say few months